Here are two important reasons you need an estate plan. Hi, I'm Gary DeWitt, the owner of DeWitt Law Firm. We do estate planning and we do it well. We make it as fast, simple, and painless as possible. If you have questions about great estate planning or probate, you can set up a time to talk for free by going to planwithgary.com. The first reason you need an estate plan is to be in control of distribution of your estate. Without a plan, the state, not you, decides who gets how much, when, and how. You lose all choice when a judge takes over. Recently, I had a lady come in who had just lost her husband unexpectedly. He owned some valuable land out by the XNA airport only in his name, but he had never written a plan for how that land was to be distributed. So the state decided how it was to be split up. Now, she gets a 1/3 life estate in the property. A life estate means she owns 1/3 of it during her lifetime only. She can't sell it without his children's permission. Then, when it would sell, she only gets a portion of the third because it's a life estate. Figuring she's about 65 years old, she gets about 65% of the third of the estate, or about 22% total instead of a third. And the older she gets, the less she gets if the land is sold. His children will split the other 78% between them evenly. If you want to control who gets what, when, how, and how much, and who will manage your affairs if you can't protect your assets and financial affairs, protect your family, or control who manages healthcare if you can't, then you need an estate plan. The second reason is that without a plan, the state, not you, decides who controls and manages your money, property, affairs, and healthcare if you can't. You lose all power. Mark had been diagnosed with rapid onset dementia. Fortunately, his wife brought him in very early and we got a power of attorney done almost immediately afterwards. After determining that he still had the mental capacity to sign, we signed him up with a power of attorney in favor of his wife. Now, due to an unfortunate turn of events, he needed to go into long-term care about 8 weeks later. Without his durable power of attorney, his wife would have needed to go to court to get a guardianship to get him the help they needed with paying for long-term care. Now, that guardianship alone would have cost about $3,200 and trips to court instead of the $600 they spend on the durable power of attorney. Not to mention, they don't have to see a judge and their private affairs remain private. The same goes for your health care. Without a health care power of attorney, somebody would have to step up and go get that very expensive guardianship to be able to oversee your medical treatment. If you want to say and who will stand in your place to make decisions, then you need to decide now and make an estate plan. If you want to control who gets what, when, how, and how much, control who will manage your affairs if you can't, protect your assets and finances, protect your family, or control who manages your health care if you can't, you need an estate plan. If you want to avoid possibly devastating circumstances for your family, you need an estate plan. Not to mention reducing and eliminating taxes, headaches, anxiety for your family, worry, hassles, and money given to lawyers to settle your estate later. If you have any questions on estate planning or probate, or want to talk, you can set up a time to talk to us for free by going to planwithgary.com. Planning gives peace of mind, confidence, certainty, and security in an uncertain world. You can set up a time to talk for free by going to planwithgary.com.